Hey guys, this is Justin at the Survivor Review, and sorry about getting this video out so late, I apologize about that. But either way, today we're going to be talking about Episode 5 for Season 2 of Ash vs. Evil Dead, titled Confinement. And this is the first episode this season to really underwhelm me and kind of disappoint, to be honest. I did enjoy it, it had some good moments, it had some really fun moments, but I was very underwhelmed because this episode suffers the most from the half-hour runtime, and not because I wanted to see more, I was so into it that I didn't want it to end, but because a lot of stuff feels rushed. This episode should have been like at least 40 minutes long to really kind of let you feel the tension and really get into it, but everything just went by so fast and everything happened so quick that it was kind of like, it was okay. So the episode begins with this cop going into the bar where Ash held that big party a couple episodes back, just kind of investigating what's going on. She ends up finding the dead body of the teenage girl that Ash killed, who he cut off the head when she became a deadite, and ends up calling it in, and then encounters Ball, who we've been building up toward since like the start of the season, this big evil deadite, the big bad guy of the season. And when you first see him, it's kind of cool. He just appears like a naked, just human dude. Then he ends up seducing the cop and then cutting off her skin, which is a really great reveal. The way they did that shot was really cool. And it's like, that's a really cool introduction to the character. I like that. I thought that was neat. And then we cut to Ash, who ends up getting arrested for the murder of that teenage girl and thrown into jail. And then Pablo, Kelly, and Ruby come to visit him. And of course, Ball is also in the prison, and all of them get stuck and confined in this one area. And they have to figure out who is Ball in disguise and who's not. And it's kind of this almost Thing-esque kind of tension where you don't know who to trust, who can they trust. You have the sheriff there who, of course, doesn't trust Ash or his friends. You also have the sheriff's wife, who was a previous love interest for Ash back in high school. So you have a lot of characters in this small area just going head-to-head with who's who, and just them, some people not liking each other. So there's a lot of tension going on, and also get the big reveal of Ball in this episode. So why is this episode not that great? It's just that everything goes by really fast. And the plot of this episode is very unique and very cool. I love the story for this episode of just the characters stuck in this area. Again, very tension-filled, not very Evil Dead-esque, not like over-the-top gore and crazy, but just tension. And it's very different from what you'd expect from Evil Dead, but if handled right, it would work. And this one, everything just went by really fast. Like the sheriff slowly kind of becoming an asshole, becoming like very mean towards his wife, whose name is Linda, which is really funny because that's also the name of Ash's girlfriend in the movies. And him being mean towards her, all that stuff happens really fast. So I wasn't too big on that. And then we get introduced to Ball, who, again, in the start of the episode was cool. He seemed cool. It seemed like he'd be really interesting. And then you see his first, like, real legit scene where he interacts with Ruby, and he's kind of underwhelming. I don't know. Ball was okay. I mean, he was well acted. The actor was fine. But I don't know. I think I was just expecting more. He had a lot of kind of silly dialogue that just was kind of like, felt like cliched villain dialogue. It was like, I don't know, Ball very underwhelmed me in this episode. Like, I felt like he could have been cooler and had a lot more presence to him. In this one, he didn't really. He kind of just felt like he was there. Like, if you just saw this out of context, you wouldn't think that he's, like, the big bad guy of the season, you know? So, yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed by his character. I hope as the season progresses, he becomes more interesting, becomes a lot more interesting of a character. And the scene between Ruby and Ball does lead to an interesting reveal, where Ball has her choked up and against the wall, and it's just like, you think you can keep your mortality a secret. Just like, what? She's immortal now? Like, she's been immortal since the start of the show. When did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did she become mortal? Was it because the Book of the Dead got destroyed? I'm really interested to find out why, and that's a very interesting concept, because it makes Ruby a lot more vulnerable now. She's just been this awesome badass the entire time who can't get hurt or really can't get killed, but now she can, and that's going to make it a lot more interesting moving forward with their fight against Ball. And there's also some interesting stuff going on with Pablo, where he opens up his shirt and reveals all this like pus and stuff popping out of him, almost like a rash, it looks like. And of course he just is going crazy thinking he might be Ball in disguise, when they calm him down. No, he's not. And then Ruby sees that, and at the end of the episode, the cliffhanger is basically her looking at him and going, you're our only hope in stopping Ball. that mean? So that's really interesting. I like how they just keep building up Pablo. Like, it started out very simple in the first episode with him just like seeing visions of stuff, and now it's just escalating further and further. So there's something with Pablo that's going to get revealed that we're going to find out as the show progresses. There's something, I don't know what yet, but there's something really interesting with that. There's some good sequences in this episode. I love the design of the lady cop Deadite that's just skinless with just all this muscle and everything. It looks right out of Hellraiser and just really cool. Really good addition to Evil Dead's growing Deadite designs, which is really just interesting. That's one of the things I love about this show, is they just keep adding more and more to the world and just building the world even more, and I thought that design was just very cool. And Ash still has some great lines. Just a line just like, we'll go kill this guy real quick and go out for pancakes and stuff like that, and him trying to charm over Linda, and I thought that was great. Though that does lead to one problem, Ash and Linda getting together so fast just felt really sudden. I know they had a previous relationship and the sheriff character was acting like an asshole the whole time, but I don't know, it just happened really fast and just all of a sudden, yep, they're together now, okay, let's move on. And it's like, oh, okay. Though them talking in the cell together, which was a nice little charming scene, ended off on a Naked Gun style gag of them walking out and Linda running right into the door, which I'm a sucker for those gags, and so I laughed my ass off when I saw that. It was just hilarious. I don't know, I loved it. So overall, it's a decent episode. I just had some issues with it. I found Ball to be underwhelming, and I felt the story of this episode to be very rushed and very fast. So much happened in this one. There was so much going on, so many characters to have to deal with and develop in this one that it should have been longer. And it kind of sucks because the concept of the episode was very unique and really cool. Either way, though, not awful. Like, it was still entertaining, but could have been a lot better. So that's episode 5 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. And I'll be back with the next episode very soon because I did this video very late. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.